Susie, Green, Faith Rivera, David Azell, Lonnie, Pat, John, and Ron. Thank you. Wow. My very serious topic this morning is lighten up. I don't know if it's springtime, if it's watching the grass grow, if it's the smell of the air, but I've gotten this big sense that all of life is supporting all of life. That the weeds out there, they're not worried about whether or not it rained a lot, about whether or not, oh my gosh, it's down in the 40s again. They're not worried about the lawnmower going by or the moles going by. They're just growing. And they have everything that they need to grow. And yet I see ourselves, or at least myself, I'll just totally own this one. You know, we have these big things going on. We are masters of our fate. Holy cow. We are the ones that are creating our reality. We command the forces of all creation that manifested heavens and earth. It is at our disposal. Oh my gosh. Sometimes when we realize that we can't blame anybody or anything else anymore, that we are the ones manifesting our lives, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And so we need to be really careful about what we're thinking and what we're saying and the intentions that we're setting and the directions that we're moving in, and make sure we've got our goals written down and check out our hidden beliefs and maybe do some more affirmations, take some classes. Monday night class is a good thing to do that with. Maybe we need to meditate some more. Maybe we need to read some more. Maybe we need to go do some more workshops to clean up our act so that this power that we wield, we're wielding it the way we want it to. Oh, gosh. And then all we've done is traded the old belief system that says there's something wrong with me and that somehow I'm going to get punished or screwed in the mix, and turned it into a new metaphysical belief system that says I'm creating my reality, but because I don't have it completely clear inside of myself, then I'm going to create something that's going to then hurt me. Same old BS. Lighten up. Because the interesting thing is that as we're creating our experience, if we go down into that lower vibration that says, oh my gosh, now I've got to be worried about my thoughts, you always get a second thought. You always get a do-over. Every moment is brand new. There's only the now. The past doesn't really exist. The future's never going to get here. So you might as well just enjoy the moment. Instead of worrying about what we're doing, what we can do is move into joy, move into happiness, move into lightness. Because simply by changing our vibration to do that, we are then going to change the point of creation, and we're going to start creating things that are light and happy and joy-filled. You're never going to worry your way into using science of mind to manifest your life. It's just never going to happen. The only thing that happens when we worry or are frightened or move into some sense of limitation is that we use all of the power of creation to create fear, limitation, lack of all kinds. We do that. And we think, though, somehow, that if we wake up in the middle of the night with worry, that, well, that's just what's going on, we should worry. Don't do it. Don't do it. Get up and have a sundae. An ice cream sundae. Get up and put some music on and do a dance. Do anything you can not to fall into that abyss. Because if you fall into that abyss, you will manifest the outpicturing of that abyss. And if you've ever been in the abyss, you know what that's like. Do anything within your power to lighten up. The weight of creation is not on you. You don't have to make it happen. You just pick and choose from the myriad unformed possibilities the infinite possibilities of life. They're already there. You can pick and choose them. It's not hard. It's not a lot of work. If it's hard and a lot of work, you're doing it wrong. The entire universe comes together at the point of view to support you in whatever you choose to do. So lighten up. Have a little fun. Move into some appreciation, some gratitude, some laughter, some joy. And what you will do then is start that creative process from laughter and joy. You'll start that and create that. You know, so many of us think, well, I will get happy as soon as this, and this happens, so I'm going to work on creating this, and this. I'm going to treat for it. I'm going to get a practitioner involved. I'm going to do affirmations. I'm going to have goals. I'm going to have a vision board of all of it. I'm going to create this because as soon as I create this, then I'll be happy. Create my true love, I'll be happy. Create my perfect and right job, I'll be happy. Create that $1 million that I know is seeking me, I'll be happy. As soon as I do that, I'll be happy. Nope. If you're not happy now, even if you do create that stuff, you're not going to be happy. So that stuff doesn't give you happiness. It may coincide. It may be the difference between correlation and causal. We think that the stuff causes our happiness. No. It's just correlated. They happen at the same time. But the reason it's correlated is because by putting happiness vibes out into the universe, then we create things that are in alignment with happiness vibes. So don't be surprised if in your joy, money shows up in your life. Don't be surprised if in your love, loving people show up in your life. But the love you feel did not come from the people. And the happiness didn't come from the money. The money came from the happiness. And the people came from the love. You are the ones creating your life. Lighten up. Yeah. It's not hard. This is just a picture of outer space, by the way. That's where we live. We live in outer space. We live in dots of light. We live in dots of joy and love. That's who we are. That's what we're supposed to do. If we allow ourselves to be true to who we are, spirit in form as us, then the only thing that we can do is giggle. All we can do is laugh. All we can do is be in our joy. Have you ever seen the Dalai Lama interviewed? He giggles. Because that's what the true emotion is. Life is a gift. We weren't put here to struggle. That's the old paradigm. That somehow we're being tested by some outside God, and that we've been put here, pop quiz, planet Earth time, and if you fail, there will be eternal damnation, and if you pass, then you're going to get to hang out with people that you didn't hang out with on the Earth. That's the old paradigm. The new paradigm is that we live in a field of infinite possibilities, and that what we focus upon, we experience. We don't have to go out and get it or make it up or make it happen. We just pick and choose from the myriad experiences of life, the nature of spirit made manifest in form in what looks like the many, but it's all the one. And that there is something within us that supports us in this choosing. Actually, we have to fight really hard to stay poor, to stay sick, to stay miserable, to feel alone with 7.5 billion just earthlings on the planet. We have to fight really hard against our nature to feel the feelings that we sometimes get into. And all we have to do to get out of that is change our vibration, change our thought, change what we're putting out there, not in a heavy way, but have a little fun. Go for a ride. Tell a joke. Watch the Comedy Channel. Do something that changes the energy so that you can move into your natural state of joy. And I guarantee you that when you are in joy, miracles happen. Bodies heal, money shows up, circumstances change, people show up. Things 20 years ago shift to come into alignment with our now moment. Thus is the power that we wield. When we are in our joy, when we are at that high vibration of happiness and love and peace and joy, when we're having a good time in this thing called life, we don't get punished, we get lifted. We create the outpicturing of that energy. The only thing that life can do is show up as a reflection of what's going on inside of us. So the days of kvetching, of complaining, of telling your story over and over and over again are over. They're gone. Yay. The only thing is just now focus. And when you lighten up, things fall into place. This universe that we live in, somewhere in there is the Milky Way galaxy, somewhere in there is planet Earth, somewhere in there is us. But it's such a teeny, 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 tiny bit. And we make it such a big deal. We've got our first world problems. Wow. The one that really pushed me over the edge this week was I listened to myself think a lot. And I heard myself thinking, oh my God, I left both electric toothbrush chargers down in Miami in storage. Both of my toothbrushes are going dead, and I know the battery won't last till I get back down there. And I went, do you hear yourself? God forbid you should pick up a toothbrush and go up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh, the drama that we create. Some of us are drama junkies. That's why we watch those television shows. It releases some adrenaline, and it creates a neurobiological chemical hit of a little bit of a drug feeling. So if you've been in recovery, consider going into recovery for your drama fix and learn how to be happy, because you will create way better things out of a happiness vibe than you ever will from filling yourself up either with real or imagined trauma. And you know, it's all imagined. We're all great. Look at us. I don't know, is it too cold? Is it too hot? It's kind of chilly outside. Should the air conditioner be on? Should the heat be on? People have sweaters and jackets, but look over there, John L's cold. Maybe we should have air conditioning on one side of the room and heat on the other. They're all imagined. We're all fine. We're all great. We're all living the good life, and we're just going to live it for the blink of an eye in eternity. It was Jamie Foxx, the actor, who said, you might as well have fun right now because in a moment you're going to be gone. Yeah. So let's have fun right now. Because when we allow ourselves to get out of that joy and trust and faith and happiness and love, then we create that outpicturing. I see it happen all the time. I work with people day in and day out, week after week after week. I don't tell you anything new. I tell you the same old thing. You're the ones creating your life. You are the ones who are doing this. And if you want to create a better life, you have to have a better thought, a better feeling, a better idea inside of yourself. And then presto changeo, it's going to happen on the outside. People come, they get all excited. They come to class, they do what I tell them to do. They start living the good life. They start having things falling into place. And then for whatever reason, they fall off the wagon. And in falling off the wagon, they use all of this newfound creative energy to create not happiness, not prosperity, not health, not joy. And then they just jump right in. Because it's so familiar. Because we spent so many decades doing that. And for most of us, we watched our families do it, and pretty much everybody in the world that we knew. I grew up on General Hospital. That's the way people lived. No. People are not living like that. So then, when all is lost, and finally Someone comes back to me and says, I don't know what to do. I say, oh, of course you know what to do. Do what I tell you to do. Go back there and do what you were doing when things were going well. Of course you know what to do. Pull yourself up. Stand straight and tall. Claim what is yours. Live the good life. Be generous. Do what you know to do. And then, poof, everything falls back into place. It's like we do that up and down and up and down and up and down. I want to encourage us, let's just stay up. Let's just stay up and know what to do. We know how to create our lives. We know how to live. We have the entire universe that looks at us and says, you are my beloved in whom I am well pleased. I love you more than you can even imagine. I love you. And then it goes, you are my beloved in whom I am well pleased. I love you more than you can even imagine. I love you. And over and over and over again. If we could open up to that sense that all of God is present at the point of us in love, in joy, in prosperity, in abundance, in health, and wholeness, wow, we would never come down. We're not meant to come down. When we come down, we create problems. If we are creating problems, lighten up. What is it? It's just a car. It's just money. It's just your body. It's just that person. It's just that contract or that scenario, whatever it is. It's just that. Look at where we live. We are beings of light. We come from the light. Don't give your power away to stuff. Because if you give your power away to stuff, you will create more problem stuff. And then we look at that and we think, well, of course I'm feeling this way. Look at all of the misery in my life. No, the day of misery is over. Over and gone, done. Lighten up. Lift yourself up. Do whatever it is you can do to lift your vibration, to lift your thoughts, to lift your attitude. I particularly like to look at John and say, I love you so much, so much. Yeah. If you're having any kind of a relationship problem, your job is to look at your partner and go, I love you so much. And then you'll get that person. If you look at them and go, do you know that you didn't do you get that person. And that's on you. That's not on them. That's on you. I love you so much. I am so happy to be alive today. I am so grateful that we have electricity and that we have a choice of air conditioning or heat. I am so grateful that we live in the most beautiful city in the world and that we have the greatest center that ever was. I am so happy to be here today. And when you do that, money will show up, your body will heal, your relationships will get better, and gosh darn, people will just like you. Oh, Saturday night thing. It's not that hard. It's not that big of a deal. Our job in life is to enjoy it. Our job in life is to stay as happy and as joy-filled as we can, to be grateful for everything, and then watch that which we are grateful for grow. Our job is to bless, to praise, to lift, and to celebrate. Because remember, Jamie Foxx said, you better have fun right now, because in a moment, you'll be gone.
Thank you, Barbara. I feel so light. So I know we have some folks here for the first time today. If you have the courage to do so, would you raise your hand? So we can just say hi. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks, guys, for being here. We got some folks in the back. Thank you for being here. Wonderful to have you with us. Guys up front here, and Devon's going to catch you right now. Welcome. We're really glad you're here. That's delightful. Lots of folks here for the first time. Yes, I was about to do that. But that's okay. Good to remind me. You never know. So we're having, let me just talk about lunches. People are getting these cards. If you fill out these cards, we promise not to inundate you with emails, but we'll let you know what's going on around here on a somewhat regular basis. And we are delighted that you've joined us. You're our guest today. If you'd like to stay for lunch, we have special lunch today. We have a themed lunch. We're doing Cinco de Mayo with some beautiful Mexican food that's been prepared, and lots of other side dishes and desserts in there. Also, just while we're talking about this, our line is different today. If you didn't happen to notice yet, you'll follow it, but it's different. Don't think it's the way it normally is. We'll get you over there and have a wonderful lunch. Excellent. Thank you, guys. All right, and knowing that that's delightful to have all these wonderful folks with us, let's have our prosperity acceptors come up. I'll grab these checks that have shown up this week, including those from Barbara and me. People are loving on us. This is wonderful. While we're doing this, if by chance you don't have a check or cash to put in, but you'd like to use a credit card, the donation station is right on the other side of that door over there. And we can bless you from that donation station if you want to go do that. All right. So what I know is that there is a presence and a power that dwells in, through, and as all things. It's right here. It's always been here. It always will be here. It keeps showing up as us and every aspect of our lives, including the gifts that we bring to give today, to support this ministry, to support this wonderful center. And I know that as we give, we are blessed, and we bless those around us, and that all is well. And knowing that this is so, we repeat our investment affirmation. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses the world. And so it is. Now we'll give the folks in our band a second to bless the basket and put in whatever is theirs to give today. And then we'll get some music.
Blessings are flowing, the gift is unsealed, life is unfolding, love is revealed, with open heart and open hands, I give and receive in love. Blessings are flowing, gift is unsealed, life is unfolding, love is revealed, with open heart and open hands, I give and receive in love. Blessings are flowing, the gift is unsealed, life is unfolding, love is revealed, with open heart and open hands, I give and receive in love. I give and receive in love.
Goodness, these are heavy. That's a good thing. So whatever is in these baskets is blessings overflowing into this center. And I know that this money is taken and counted and put in the bank and pays the bills of the center, but there's something equally important. There's an energy, an energetic of all this, of this generous giving that stays right here. As Barbara says, it's all between the walls, filled with you. That wonderful idea is real to me. And to all those out in the world that watch these videos, to know who we are and to receive the blessing of this community from far, far away. It's all part of this giving. So thank you. Thank you for your generous nature. Thank you for your loving support of this that we do here and for all the good that comes from it. We are truly blessed, and so it is. Do you have children?